What does Jerax want to play this game? Looking at what we have on Kinguin.
Tusk could be nice. The way to cancel the TP of the Lifestealer, the Rage TP.
Tusk is certainly good.
Quite good versus Bane.
You can still have a bit of control around it with the shards, even when he's raged. It could be, yeah, Tusk. Yeah, Jerax Tusk. I'm sold. What else have we got? I mean, yeah, the Tusk as well, to get the save. You know, teammates get slept, you pick them up before the splitter hits. Yeah, a lot of things.
I think it's really, really strong in this.
Jerax Tusk, yeah. Certainly a lot of good reasons to play at this game.
He hasn't been playing it an incredible amount lately, though.
He's a good Tusk, though.
He is a very strong.
He's a very good Tusk. And maybe as well with sort of the change to the mid with the towers, you could argue that getting nice sharp blocks are even more potent because they're stuck under the tower. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why you tune into the Corsair DreamLeague.
Honestly, just
for this top tier analysis. Bam!
It's a pressure. It's pressure. It's good versus Lifestealer. It's great versus the ET like you're mentioning. It's good versus all that combo.
It's a no-brainer.
No-brainer, boys and girls.
10 seconds remaining.
But as you said, well, they haven't really picked it in a while.
They picked it yesterday, but
that's kind of recent.
Other than that, they've kind of just gotten Jerax actually on his heroes. They've gotten his Air Spirit, he's gotten his Elder Titan, he's gotten his Chen.
Yeah, so I like the Tusk. Back to Team Kinguin. Their final ban, as you said, are you still sort of consider? Well,
ban Terrorblade, right? You ban Terrorblade or Razor
against OG. I mean, you think S4 is going to be playing offlane Tiny?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I left it there. Yeah. The thing is, it's scary, right? Which one do you want to take out, the Razor or?
Like, you don't think it's more likely to be Rezo, Lone Druid, No-Tail, Tiny?
No-Tail. Right. It's No-Tail, Lone Druid.
Oh, No-Tail, Lone. Rezo's played it sometimes, hasn't he? Does No-Tail always play it?
No-Tail most of the time plays it. Yeah.
Okay. I see what Kinguin. But you said with the Terrorblade, one of the heroes.
It's got to be the
super good against.
I guess they can just put the Lone Druid mid. And they ban out the Storm. You know, they've got okay catch. Not great. It's just really the same king as that guaranteed disable. But it's pretty decent.
OG.
I'm scared for this Lifestealer, to be honest.
10 seconds remaining.
He's got a great matchup versus Lone Druid and Tiny. But I think this last hero, if I see a Razor...
got another pick to deal with it.
If I see a Razor...
Oh, shoot, Razor's not been banned yet?
That's what I mean. If I see a Razor, I'm really scared of this Lifestealer.
Oh, dear. Oh, that is true. Yeah, Razor is there.
But then they don't really have team fight on the side of OG at all. But what can actually solidify them team fight? Maybe they go Crossworks and Vulgar.
Okay, they ban the Death Prophet. So OG's final pick. You're expecting, of course, to be Rezo in the mid.
It's going to be... Man.
What does Rezo want to play?
Is it Razor?
It is.
Yeah, it's Razor.
I mean, this
honestly, bang on.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. I think Kinguin's going to be kicking themselves. They ban the Storm rather than the Razor.
I think so, too. I think this one was really... I mean... Yeah. This one can go mid. I think they can vary their lanes a bit for OG, but this looks pretty strong.
I think they might try and get the Tiny mid and get the Razor in the lane with the Lifestealer.
They might do that. They might go. Yeah, they might swap it up. That's very true.
But we'll see.
That's a great point because they can just see. They get the information right here. They know exactly what's going to be mid.
So final pick for Kinguin.
What is Deer going to play? Did they ban Brood? They didn't ban Brood. Well, he picked Brood for himself.
Is it a good Brood game? I mean, there's Bleed, there's AoE.
Not a Brood player.
I mean, me neither, but I don't think it's a good Brood game.
I don't think it's a good Brood game either, but he does like it. Other more standard options he could go for.
What we go? I mean,
Shadow Fiend.
I mean, I'll be honest. I
don't like it though.
I think he's thinking about playing Tinker. I think.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with the Tinker this game?
That's a good point. Like,
what they banned the Storm that he doesn't want to be caught out. How else do OG catch a Tinker if he's playing smart?
That's a good call. Sniper or Tinker. They can be in the back line.
Got the Elder Time with the Tinker as well. It's nice, but
it is going to be the SF. Man, should have stuck with my gut.
SF. Okay, explain the SF. Why they go for the SF?
They got ET, right? They've got a lot of mixed magical and physical damage. He's a ranged hero versus the Razor. And look, it's Rezo, Razor, S4 Tiny. Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
Honestly, I'm awake this morning.
You are.
This is a good morning.
You've got 12 more games.
Let's go.
They better enjoy it whilst they have the top tier analysis at the start, because we may falter.
We're definitely going to start faltering.
We've got 12 games ahead of us today, but here we go.
1, 2... Oh, hell yeah, this was nice.
Look at this. So, the Nisha SF and Exotic Deer will play the Lifestealer. So, prediction time. What are we thinking? You like the SF with the ET, but
I do.
It is OG on the other side. I have a lot of trouble going against a lone druid in this day and age, especially one that's in the hands of No-Tail. So I have to go with OG. They have got a freaking Razor against a Lifestealer. So I'll go with OG.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. There's a Razor versus Lifestealer. Lifestealer had great matchups. He was versus the Tiny and Lone Druid, which are pretty good versus.
And then they ban the Storm.
And then they get a Razor.
And
so
they let them go right.
I have to go OG. They've got like 3 comfort heroes as well across the board. I have trouble going against Elder Titan a little bit because I think that hero is super good right now, and I have for a while. But yeah, OG, they've got some good stuff here.
They have. And as we sort of said, the Jerax Tusk, the Razor, things that we thought looked perfect, and they got them.
Yeah.
These 2 picks, a lot of ways they can work, but as always, Kinguin, they've shown us some great shows in the past, and
they might still put the Tiny. They could still put the Tiny in the mid though. And then
or try to get the Razor direct in a lane.
I mean, they've got options.
It depends how they want to do it against. Yeah, I guess there is going to be that SF mid.
It is going to be the Razor mid. It looks. Yeah, it's Razor mid. And the itemization's already kind of.
Yeah, anything different? Anything different because of the patch?
So we have Fly.
He buys 6 tangos.
He buys 6 tangos. Tusk also buys 6 tangos. So Tusk, Jerax is going to have a lot more regen throughout that. He's got clarities. Everybody's just got a little bit more. Pretty much is what it comes down to. But the starting items now for mid have changed, because in the past it was Wraithband or X of your stat,
the pool tangos.
3 branches, 2 pool tangos, but now you can't afford the 3 branches.
True, because
so now it's a branch and a Fairy Fire, which I think is actually
I like that. I think that's much more exciting.
Yeah.
Much more exciting.
More outplays.
Yeah.
Etc. All right. This is cool. We got to pause.
We have got to pause. Who are we blaming for this?
Who's we blaming?
Who's got the pause?
It was Exotic Deer.
Come on.
It's because they picked Razor. He's like, oh, okay, guys, I gotta change everything up.
No. So it should be good to go pretty shortly. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see. As we said, there's a lot of matchups in terms of hero-wise to sort of say this is going to be a very hard game for Kinguin. But maybe they can do the big plays. So, changing Titan and such.
Changing items on Elder Titan too. So Boots, Tango, Clarity was the old one. Now it's, at least for Katsor, it's Boots, Tango, Mango.
Okay. The Mango.
Now Tangos are cheaper, so you get less, but you can get a Mango.
The Mango.
That's pretty neat.
Extra bit of regen. What, a hero that's already got a lot of regen?
Yeah.
Strength hero, so it
looks like maybe Elizaz is just having trouble connecting or something, or maybe he was AFK because he hasn't bought any items, so they don't actually have a courier on the dire side.
Oh, no courier.
No courier just yet.
That's not the 709 strat. Quite the opposite. The 50 gold courier. I mean, do you think we'll see with the price of the courier? Would it ever change to where it's actually worth a core at the start buying it, and your supports getting more for themselves?
A core buy. There's teams that have
50 gold.
made their cores kind of buy it, but I mean, it's only 50 now. Whatever. And now, oh my God, now you can actually buy smokes in the start of the. Oh, Frog, you're the best, honestly. Remember how much people were just like, oh my God, smokes are so expensive.
They used to be what, 180 was it?
Now they used to be 50. No, they used to be 50.
I mean, not the old time ago.
They were always 50.
They were always 50?
Yeah, and then they made them 80.
They weren't more than 50?
No.
Oh, I just never bought them.
I know you didn't.
I'm not a support player.
I know you didn't. No, now they're 80.
They're 80.
Now you've got
gone
more
up.
gold. So, this is okay. Oh man, I'm really interested. I'm really excited right now. This is great.
Wait, when did smokes change to 80?
That was last patch. Well, the
708.
patch before, yeah, 708, 708D, 708D, I think it was. One of those 708 maybe. I think you're right, 708.
All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The game begins. OG versus Kinguin. I'm going to pick some who are fucked. And this
Let's do it.
So, we'll see what lanes we get. As you say, it looks like Rezo is going to stick with the mid on the Razor. We're not going to see Razor get sent to the side lane. And yeah, I'm interested to see some S4 Tiny to see how he makes the plays. He was having a good day yesterday. A good back game from him.
Dude, look at these Bane items. The Bane is stacked this game. The double Mango. He's got
the double Mango Bane.
He actually can refill his whole mana pool. Except for 1 mana, so he will be missing 1 mana.
That's some good maths.
Some good maths.
30 seconds to battle.
I want to see him contest these runes. You want to make sure you get free bounty runes, surely. It's beautiful for your whole team. Come on, Kinguin, they're just like sitting back. I want to see him getting involved.
You know what I want to see?
At the moment, oh dude, Lone Druid is actually going to be great now. Because he's one of the best heroes for grabbing 2 runes on his own, isn't he, with little resources. So now he easily
at the start of the game, I mean, the other bounties are still the same.
No, I know, but it's the start of the game.
Okay.
Oh, he's scared. Oh, come on, No-Tail.
Are they going to get 2? Oh, no, they're not. S4 gets left. So 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
S4 will eat some harassment. he will be sad. But he's got double mango, so he won't be as sad.
Yeah, getting beat back a little bit, but as you say, he's got the regen.
So they're dodging on Kinguin.
I think they need to.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think
they need to have this lifestealer really big in this game. He needs to be able to farm a lot. Because I do think this Razor is a huge problem.
Yeah.
I think most of this game is going to be on Nisha and just the combos that come out from Kinguin, but they do not want him to get shut down as a lifestealer in their game. So, I want to see how much Katsor can actually abuse the Elder Titan in this game. Because we saw OKC yesterday just constantly stacking up camps and kind of using that to be a beast in the early game with the Spirit. And also now stacking camps is just more beneficial in general. So, I'm looking forward to this. Mid lane. Fairly even matchup. I think maybe the Kinguin lineup is a little bit better in the laning phase because, I mean, 2 ranged heroes. And look at that. He's actually just using the sleep to try to guarantee Nisha last hits. He used the mango nice and early though. Didn't go for the brain sap build. So Sand versus Tiny. Tusk versus Tusk and Razor versus Shadow Fiend Bane. They need levels on the SF and Bane for them to be strong.
They do get a good. That's going to be your kill.
Okay.
They get the shard trap on Nish. He's absolutely stuck in there. He tried to put down a tree to block off the vision and such, but yeah, that's the Shadow Fiend suffering straight off the bat thanks to these shard plays from Jerax.
Yeah. The Bane SF needs level 2 and then they're really strong. Level 1 they're quite weak. It's all about that level 2 and you've got raises.
On top lane, S4 versus Patos. So far 6 for 3, 8 for 2. Bottom lane, Deer. He's trying to turn and lifesteal back up to keep himself alive, but I think he's still going to die nonetheless. Surely he's going to try and hide in the tree line, but Note's out, chasing him down. He's looking for the juke.
He looks dead.
I think it's going to be a slow and painful death indeed, and he's gone. Got a little too close down on the bottom lane, diving in on very low health.
Okay.
Alright, 2-0 for OG.
Everyone's just running to bounty runes too. I love this.
And Jerax is out of there. So, 2 bounty runes for OG.
So top lane should be kind of a trade farm lane. You'd think Sand King because it's versus a melee wins, but the thing is that Tiny's like he's that special one. He kind of just does great for any matchup. Rotations will change that lane though. So mid, 8 and 5 on Nisha. He's still farming just fine after that death. But those beautiful shards by Jerax. Gotta keep eyes on this guy.
Great moves from Jerax. See if he can do it once again. He is heading back towards that mid. See if he gets a chance to do anything. Down bottom. Also being taken away.
Fly. Lift and Fade Bolt steals the last hit of the Centaur. And they're bringing the full tri-lane down bottom now. So they're leaving Nisha kind of on his own. He's got levels now, so he's got the raises. So he should be able to last it better, but he has to watch out for the Jerax rotations.
Yeah, Jerax is in position to make, so Katsor and Ellie Sash can't get close to that mid. Flight makes the pulls, no tell.
Ooh.
Continuing to get very nice farm down on the bottom lane.
Kind of like 3 farm lanes. So it's really up to just the rotations of the supports to get the kills in this. Mid, Nisha's just going to get linked up. Katsor there. He will get a stomp off on Rezo, but they can't close the gap for the 3 races. And there's a Tusk there. So like we said, the Tusk pick in this game is super nice, especially versus that Elder Titan.
But grab the bounty. At least Sash will be able to go in with a few right clicks and get his own.
S4. There's a hasted Elder Titan hitting him right now, but not a whole lot of mana. He does have a mango to expend, but they won't go for this kill.
Just the slow punch by Katsor. So S4 has that self back up to full. Now 1k lead for OG. They are having that slightly better time in the lanes.
Oh, top. S4, maybe. They're going to get the stomp on him at least.
He should have a chance to throw back the avalanche, or not if the burst strike comes in like that. He does get it through, but it does not matter. Patos does fall low, but we'll be fine. So nice setup there from Katsor. Gets themselves the first kill on Kinguin. Now Nisha back towards mid, being chased down by Rezo, but Nisha will be fine.
I wonder how the math on that all works too, because they got 376 gold for the kill there on Tiny, but they expended 2 mangoes, so it's really like 176 gold change, right?
That is true. But still, it's a
kill. I mean, yeah, absolutely. It's always good to get kills. Mid.
See what they can find. They got the sleeves set up. Anisha being kept away from Rezo by Jarax. Jarax is just giving them this SF the slow.
But Rezo,
chase down.
trouble.
Rezo, he did not expect this sort of movement from Exotic Deer to come towards mid. He can't quite close the gap for open wounds. As level 1 open wounds, that cast range is not great. So a bit of a wasted time there for the lifesteal as he heads all the way to mid and is unable to find a kill.
Oh, this is awkward now too. Lone Druid's already level 5. He's got... Yeah, he's level 5. Lifesteal's only level 4, and he's got phase boots on the Lone Druid as well. Exotic Deer is not having a fun time this game. Neither is Nisha either. He has already been sent back to base.
Oh! Castle.
He's looking for some creeps to bring his spirit to.
He's got the move speed on him. Oh!
Should be able to get him S4.
Oh, S4's here to save him. Jarax, I will save you. Jarax will now proceed to kill himself. Gets the deny to the neutrals.
Nice. But the 3 cores of OG are absolutely free farming bottom. Nota will get pressured a little bit, but turns and starts hitting Deer because he's got level 5. Nota is not afraid.
I mean, yeah, Nota is just going straight in onto this lifesteal. Exotic Deer has to run right back.
Where's the roots? He would have been fine. He's got 14-1 charges.
I mean, there's no way that Exotic Deer can sort of trade right clicks with Lone Druid now. With the level difference, it's just far too hard. In this 1v1 matchup, he needs some sort of backup to come in if he wants to make an attempt on Notel.
Yeah, and Notel TPs his bear back, brings himself some more regen to stay healthy. Tango's only 90 gold now. Not as many charges, but definitely a quality of life thing.
Now, and as people have pointed out, it's nice now because the tangos, the visual actually represents how many tangos it is. So, the realism is there. The immersion is perfect. Actually, 3 tangos.
S4, Patos continuing to just harass him a bit. Still though, both kind of trading farm, sinking a little bit ahead though because of that rotation that did come out. And
still, as you've been saying, Niche is just having a nightmare of a time. And mid, again, Katsaw caught out by Jarax.
This is the power of the Tusk in this lineup. He's just so threatening in Deer bottom.
Again, the roots. This time, Notel is getting them out. With the 1 charges, but Deer... Can he get out of here? They've got the vision. Notel getting a kill just to go and show, as I said, this is a lane where the Lifestealer has to be very careful in this 1v1 now that he has the advantage on the Lone Druid with Notel having this lead. From 4 for 1, 3k gold lead at the 8-minute mark. Fly does need some help, and he will have it in the form of S4 coming across, but Fly does still fall. Kinguin get the kill onto the support. We'll get out of there as well.
Rezo's hasted coming up.
Let's see what he can get.
We've got more rotations. Jarax is coming in too.
I want to play around. There's already a TP out. When the SK Rezo is just going to turn his attention back.
They're swapping
towards mid.
Yeah, swapping lanes up. They need to have Deer get some farm. He's suffering way too much bottom. So Patos, who's having a pretty good time, should be okay versus this Lone Druid as long as he doesn't get chain rooted.
Or say that, and yeah, his Burrow Strike is still on cooldown.
If he gets rooted again,
his Burrow Strike's going to be back. So he should be fine unless he lets himself get reached. He's come back in on this. Ados, he's got to be careful. Notel very low, and looks like Notel will back up with Katsaw. Kill Nu. The Raw's there.
That was close.
Sends back the ET. And a good job for Notel that he survived, as he is very close to having that Midas recipe.
Yeah.
He's just under 100 away from it.
That was close for both of them there.
Yeah.
Patos dropping it 1 hit from death. If a Rook came out, he was absolutely dead. Notel pushing his limits. Deer has been forced to actually jungle. This is not good for Kinguin. They're gonna fall. They're gonna start falling really far behind. Both of their cores actually are jungling right now.
Yeah, they just can't go in any lane. As it seems with the edge that OG have already managed to get on them with those early movements.
OG's pressuring top tower as well.
Tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
They're gonna have to rely a lot on Patos in the early game now. Kinguin, he's getting close to Blink though. He's having a pretty solid game, but he's gonna have to be the one to bring back his Shadow Fiend and his Lifestealer. But they are actually looking for a smoke play here. Kinguin, they've got the level 4 raises With the sleep setup, they could get most. Jarex quickly breaks the smoke, though.
Oh, Jax. Nice little sharp block there onto Ellie Sash. No follow-up though, of course, at the moment. As you say, with that room, might be able to set up something. Kinguin, they will know, but they don't actually have any sort of sentries down around this area, so we can still look to get a smart angle. Jarex. Nisha, he walked right forward up into that one, and he is gone. The snowball across Jarex. He sets up for not just one, but two. Cat sword taken as well. Ellie Sash is there with the Nightmare onto Fly, but Ellie Sash, she's not going to get this surely because the backup comes in. Fly will be saved, and OG clean up all three. This was just a bit of a mess from Kinguin there.
An absolute blunder already. OG having this ward behind the mid tower. They see the supports are there, but they know how far they are that they can just commit because Shadow Fiend is very easily killed from all this burst damage, and the way they can close the distance with Tusk. This Tusk pick for me was actually just so perfect. Yeah,
I mean, as we said, in the draft it looked like it was going to have a good impact, and Jarek so far has certainly been making the moves with it.
Yep.
Mid lane tower will fall as S4 gets the last hit onto it, and bottom lane, No-Tail nearly finishing off this bottom tier 1 himself with the Lone Druid.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Top tower looks like to be the choice next for OG and Kinguin. They're just it's such a bad point in this early game. All three of their cores kind of had just impossible matchups. Just a bit behind, a good amount, but actually behind all of the OG cores. Yeah. And this is versus a Lone Druid. You don't want to be behind versus a Lone Druid.
Yes, this No-Tail is going to hit some good iron timings with the smartest Radiance. No doubt about that.
He went phase boots and he put him on his bear. Usually you just see like the brown boots, but he actually, because he was using them on his hero initially for the harassment. Interesting. Rezo.
Well, they've got the epicenter of the Fiend script. That'll do the job.
Nice.
It's a big kill. Taking down Rezo. Does cost the two ultimates, but that'll do anything to take those cores off the map.
Yeah.
For any bit of time from OGs. They do still continue to be at the top, and well, with this tower as well, even more so for OG. S4 cleaning up another tier 1 off the map.
Yep. Kinguin's got Patos's Blink Dagger though. Epi is down, but they can still look to make non-stop moves with this. I don't think that he should pretty much ever start like farming in this game. At least not in the early game. He should just really make plays.
They've got to try and force OG off the map. At least force them back from some of the lanes, because at the moment, as we've seen, OG have just been able to be in all three lanes farming.
Yeah.
They've got to try and take control back of one of them.
Might be able to punish bottom. They could go for some infest play if they want to. Only level 5 on the ET, and like we said, no ultis available just yet because Bane and Zanking used his. And Eldisage is walking through a ward right now. This is going to scare No-Tail. It's going to scout out the Bane again.
See?
The rest of his team is rotating down now.
No-Tail takes the Nightmare off the bear of himself, but there is that wraparound from Pados coming in with the burst strike. Rezo is there to help out No-Tail. Cancel with the sleep, able to create the distance, jump forward from S4, immediately able to combo down Pados. They surround Exotic Deer with the root. No-Tail gets the kill. Ellie Sash isn't going to be able to TP out either as Jarex closes in with the snowball. They'll take down all three. No-Tail's friends turn up in time.
The bait by No-Tail. He saw the Bane coming in, so he did expect a rotation, but plays very aggressively because, I mean, he's 1500 HP.
Yeah. Well, as we saw there, S4's item timing coming into play did just pick up the Blink Dagger, allowed him to get straight in on top. And yeah, this John chase down. Rezo can keep the gap very close. Nisha will try and put him off with the Requiem, but flies in, jumps forward straight away with the stun. They do lose Rezo off the Death Requiem, and now Fly. He is going to be fine. Walks out of range of the splitter. A 1-for-1. I mean, with Kinguin being behind, they will be happy with that trade. Taking down Rezo. Exotic Disc trying to see if he can close the gap onto Fly, but Fly just a little too speedy. Yeah, does get out.
S4 is a big problem for them this game.
Yeah, he is.
Blink, drum, treads. He can actually burst. Can he actually kill this? I think he might be able to burst the SF too. So SF's 1200.
Yeah, at this point with the SF's items, he can definitely.
If he has one charge, I think SF can live, but he can almost burst the Shadow Fiend. Let's see.
Oh yeah, he's going to try it. Oh, hello. You teep it into this. Oh, it's close.
He still had HP front.
And he should still get the kill. Oh, no, not with the Fiend's Grip coming in. All right, S4.
Got a little ahead of himself. He still had the HP regen from the fountain, so
yeah,
he gets comboed kind of low, but then ticks back up, pops a wand. I thought if he didn't have fountain regen, I think he does die there.
Up top, they got the setup. Looking for Jerax. Jerax surrounded by the Deer and Couture. Nice shots to hold Exotic Deer back. He goes for the TP. Is that going to be enough? No. Infest damage is there.
All right.
Nearly nice done by Jerax, but
starting to catch up.
Kinguin.
They've got their armlet now on the Lifestealer, so he's actually kind of a hero right now. But speaking of that, Rezo and Fly, they're looking for the wrap behind.
Oh, but Fly is there indeed with the Burrow Strike. Katsu thinking it may have just been Rezo on his own, but it wasn't the case. Rezo takes down Katsu. Still, obviously, they may have got the S4 kill and the No-Tail, the Resolution kill, but No-Tail does continue to free farm down bottom on that Lone Druid, and still it is that 5k gold lead for OG. Kinguin just needing to make a few more of those plays.
Patos looks like he wants to set up for mid, but he walked through vision of a ward. That same ward that helped them get those kills bottom.
He'll jump forward. The Burrow Strike. Exotic Deer comes forward, but there's the same play. Sharp block from Jerax means the Lifestealer can't chase. Now the turnaround from OG. They're moving with the Telekinesis. Walrus Punch as well. Patos has one more Burrow Strike, but the blink forward S4 with the swag play there. Tossing the tree and blinking forward with the tree as it flew through the air for the punch and the beat down from the log. And this gold lead looking very scary for Kinguin to have to go up against. Fly.
I mean, this is the dream. Lone Druid just able to farm. His team's just running around making plays for him. S4 running in.
Nisha does get the Requiem off. They've got the Fiend's Grip as well. Onto S4. S4 picked up by the Snowball. They're trying to get him out of there. S4 falling low. The Ancients sort of helping out OG here as they come in and slam down onto Kinguin. Fly will fall. Jerax shards down. Casor taken out by No-Tail's Bear. He'll turn his attention towards Exotic Deer, but Patos, he's in with the Blink Burrow Strike onto both of them. Jerax walks his way out of the Sandstorm. Ellie Sash able to TP back to safety. No-Tail also will TP out of this one. S4 is looking towards Nisha. Does he want to chase? He's got the combo back in a second, but he will not dive for it. We'll let him go.
And this is exactly what we were mentioning in the draft. This Tusk versus Elder Titan. He actually just saved his chorus right there. Sure, Fly dies, but more than worth it there. They baited 5 heroes to make that rotation. They only lose one of the supports too. Absolutely perfect snowball to dodge the splitter.
And as you say, the items continue to fly in for the two big cores. I mean, S4 as well, but Rezo has now got that S and Y complete, and No-Tail, he's just about half the gold away from having the recipe for his Radiance.
Yeah, his team is just making plays all around the map for him. And he's also been getting involved. He's 4-0-2 on this Lone Druid because they've been, Kinguin's trying to put the pressure on him, but OG quick to respond. Kinguin, they still are quite a ways away from catching back up. Nisha is going for the Hurricane Bike rush to kind of pull them away from him, but he's still suffering quite a lot. But the Bear now, they won't be able to clean this one up, and he will be able to use his Midas safely. Do think they need to keep using the Infest. I think they should keep on the aggressive here for Kinguin. Infest with the Sand King, just so they can make space, because this Shadow Fiend is just way too vulnerable. He needs a BKB in this game. Just as much as he needs this Force Staff to distance himself from the Razor. And they will look. Infest is up. Patos looking to get aggressive. There's no vision on the bottom side now for OG. That ward did finally die. It's spotted by No-Tail though.
Jerax. Spot out the Sand King, block him off with the shards.
Now he's just gonna look at him. Jerax playing on the edge.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, Radiance minus 19 minutes. Solid timing for No-Tail.
He's got, with the phase boots on top.
Yes.
So that's like a little bit of that addition. He's extremely farmed on this Lone Druid. Both him, they have a tri-core strategy, all getting close to that 500 GPM point. So they're in a very comfortable position. 8k gold lead. Kinguin they're just sitting back. Bit afraid to make moves now because it's been responded on so quickly by OG.
And Rezo is pushing out top. Rather deep with himself. Nisha forces him back with the Requiem.
tried to catch Rezo off guard because they had vision of him running in. He tried to just get like the Requiem combo, but Rezo a bit too speedy. And now they actually know that that ward is there. They were pinging it out. And here they go. OG. Smoke move. Kinguin. A couple of them are in position here.
Pados, he's looking for the epicenter. Goes in straight away on top of Resolution. Resolution getting brought down low. High in the tree line for now. Now the backup comes in for the rest of OG. They roll forward, squishing 2 of Kinguin straight away with a snowball.
Oh my.
As they they nearly out Rezo there, but he's got too many stats with the SMY. The epicenter combo not enough.
I actually thought he was going to get brought down there too. He just, nope. Jerax was there too, comes in with a snowball afterwards. Doesn't end up dodging any of the big spells, but does heal him up with the urn afterwards too. And now they've got to push timing.
They're pushing the base, 20 minutes in.
Kinguin is not really ready to fight this.
And S4 jumps in, toss back, Nisha caught out. S4 with the perfect setup. And that's no Shadow Fiend for 50 seconds. OG are not stopping this push anytime soon, surely.
Nope. They want this Rax already.
What can Kinguin do? They've got the Pados sanking back up, but he hasn't got epicenter. They've just got to let this go. 21 minutes in. OG cleaning up their first set of racks from Kinguin.
Racks down 15k behind at the 21-minute mark versus a lone druid lineup. This is going to be really tough for them to bring this one back. They, like we were mentioning, they need the BKB on the Shadow Fiend, but he's going for the Yule's build. And Exotic Deer also just way behind his timings.
Yeah. It's been a bit of a rough one for Kinguin here. And I think, as we said, that the draft definitely a part of it.
Definitely. OG got everything they kind of wanted here. Getting this Razor last pick. Rezo just acting as this frontliner who's just non-stop making moves with Jerax. Kinguin. They kind of have to all play as a unit. They can't split up really versus this OG lineup. But that's going to make them get further and further behind in the gold. Katsor mid.
There's the combo.
Quick death.
Doesn't even need to right-click him. Ain't wasting any of his tree charges, S4. There. Trying to go in onto the bear, but they can keep the distance. And when that rage wears out, let's be careful. Pados will come in with a 2-man power strike. Splitter isn't going to connect onto any of them. As Ellie Sash gets run down by the bear, S4 comes in with the kill secure. He's looking for Nisha. Nisha will be able to force away. Pados does get the epi, but oh, that dodge! S4 blinking away at the same instant. As OG will find Nisha, they'll find Pados.
They might just call this in a second. Rezo in the base.
Yeah.
His team is all alive as well.
Katsor, he'll die. Exotic Deer.
Also dead.
He'll also die. GG is called. And yes, Kinguin will be looking to probably just forget that game happened, because that was not... they never got to play Dota in that game, really.
Yeah.
The lead that OG had very early on.
The lone druid pick made it so that the supports on OG could just constantly run around and put pressure everywhere while, I mean, No-Tail free farmed, but also at the same time, No-Tail was getting him his team kill.